what's up, everybody? Welcome back. My name's Justin Cardo. All right, who are you?
Gummy bear.
Gummy bear. All right. Bye, Gummy bear. You say hi?
Yeah.
All right. Hi. Bye.
We have the background.
Yeah, we got a new background. So, all right. Okay, so, go on. All right, say bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, what's up, guys? I am Justin Cardoza, and crap, this thing is so. That's not gonna work. All right. So I'm Justin Cardoza. I'm a psychic medium and intuitive consultant. Welcome back, everybody. So glad to have you with us. We're gonna be getting started here in a minute. Roseanne will be joining us. What's up, Leslie? Patricia, Ima, hey, what's going on? Alright, we're just going to be getting going here in just a minute. Yeah, we're try to spruce it up a little bit or something, but I don't know. See how it goes.
It's Dom's doing.
Mm-hmm. Everything's got to be like adjusted and whatnot.
Well,
Okay.
how are the names? On
Fine.
it, like the names, are they showing up?
Yeah, they're showing up.
Okay, right there. You got it. What are you?
What? Who?
What are you?
I said already.
Are you? No, like, what are you?
Come on, man. Roseanne, don't.
No.
All right. What's up, Kristen? Bridget? Oh, man. God, it's hot in here.
Well, I know. All right.
Oh, man. All right, so what's going on now?
Nothing.
How's it look?
Looks great.
What's
Everything
the
all right?
color of the names?
Red.
That's a terrible color.
All right,
You
well,
can't see
let's
it.
try to... Oh, I can't see anything anyway. I don't have my glasses on, so... Hey,
Look at
Isabella?
glasses.
No.
Dom,
With
did
all
you-
these lights, are you kidding?
Dom, you gotta raise the you know how like it's gotta go up higher.
Okay.
Make it like so.
Hang on one sec, guys. Now we'll see. Nope.
It's still red. Why? Okay, go back again.
There. Try that.
What color?
Oh,
Huh?
that's
Blue.
better. That's a lot better.
Light blue now.
All right. Is it wide enough, like long enough, like you did last week?
Yeah, it's like cutting into me.
No.
You may want to lower that thing down. Can you do that from here?
Well, the reason why I had that like that is because of the chat. But yeah, okay.
Hey, Kelly.
How's that? Like, you want all the way down here?
Yeah, because it's like cutting me off.
Well, the reason why we had it set up like that is because
And everybody leaving.
Yeah,
Everybody's
probably.
Like, screw you.
There we go. And back to red. Whatever, we can't get away from the red, it seems like. Alright.
Oh, whatever.
no,
Yeah,
it's orange. Oh yeah, I can read that though. Oh,
You
it's
can?
good.
From a whatchamacallit though?
Yeah, distance.
No, from a mobile.
Alright.
Well, if you can't see it on here, you can't see it on mobile. So.
Alright, well. So we got the chat out. Here we go.
You want this?
I do. Oh, will
That's
you go get...
blinding.
Huh?
I said, man, that's blinding my watch. Everything's all washed out. We're going to probably have to go back to...
Ew.
Yeah, it's the green screen, man.
No,
That's-
we got one too many. Like, turn off something, this thing or
No,
something.
because then look at the background. It gets
Oh,
all
okay.
fuzzy.
Ew, we look.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Hi.
One second.
What is with that?
I think it might be green screen. I think it's reflecting the light or something.
Well, turn that one off and see what happens.
Worse.
We look alienish.
It's bad, man. It's bad.
It's weird.
Hi, Kristen.
Trust me, it's looked worse.
So here's the deal. He didn't want to come on. He's been in a pissy mood all day.
Kind of, yeah. A little bit.
Mm-hmm. You know when you have those days? Hi,
Yes,
hi, Kristen,
bad day.
Carrie, Christy, Patricia, Kelly. Hi, I'm hello. It just looks weird. Maybe it's this light. Oh God, that thing is light. Can we turn that off?
No, because that's background light for that.
Ugh. All right. Well, we'll just deal with it.
Yeah.
Hi, Brandy. Brandy, actually, we have. Did we upload Brandy's reading?
Yes.
We uploaded your reading on the. This I don't like this. Hi, Aaron. I look weird.
Yeah, it kind of washed out. I was messing with the color last night because it was like turning like.
Oh, I mean, we don't have that issue
Fuzzy.
today. That's good.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So you saw it and you saved it. Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
So
I'm trying to get.
he's just been in a bad mood
groove.
all day. I mean, like. You know how you have beefs with God? You've heard him say it like a million times, right?
Yeah, fighting off my own right now.
Okay.
It's alright though. It's all good. Not gonna let it stop me from doing what I gotta do.
So if you're new on here, which I don't think there's any new people on here, but if not, please definitely go and
Today's not the day to share.
how do you never know when the day
I
to
know,
share.
I know.
Share because you care. Share because you want.
share.
This
Right.
is- oh my god.
What? Dude, we look green. Something is turn over that overhead light. There is just it don't look right.
Mm-mm. And the chat is going on.
Oh, that's because I have to lower the thing.
Lower what?
Because the box was lower. It was over Daddy's face. That's why. Because I have it up higher here for me.
Here.
Here, you would still want it lower?
The reason why it was lower was so that it could be seen.
I know.
And the background color. Yeah, the background color needs to be black.
Well, that's what I had before. Here.
Yeah, 'cause that way people see it better.
See, the
That's
height
how it
is
was.
determined by the what you call it here. Let's get it back. BG and then
There we go.
see like that.
Like that.
Looks good.
That looks fine. Sit
Okay.
up straight. Get in the zone. Get into the groove.
I'm trying. I'm chilling right now.
Are
You know. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Will I meet a special guy in August for him to come events? Okay, so we're going to go over the rules. Okay, so this is Justin Cardoza. If you're new to our channel, Justin Cardoza is a professional psychic medium.
Psychic medium, intuitive consultant. Not a crystal ball. I'm not a fortune teller. So
No.
things of the future.
Card readings
yeah.
tonight. If you want to answer, if you want one card read, which I don't even like doing one card. We do 3 card pulls. We do 3 card pulls. Those are $10. If you want a full card pull, it is $25.
Right.
All right. If you want one card and you want one thing answered, then you have to get the 3 cards. Because nothing in life is ever one single answer.
No, it's not. Unfortunately, even if you wanted it to be, one wouldn't work.
No,
Right,
it doesn't work that way. Oh, you might want to pull that closer to
Oh
you.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
There
So,
we go.
That's how it works, folks. I hate to say it, but that's the rules.
Okay. So,
We want you guys to go ahead and share this with people.
I'm trying
Go
to
ahead.
get in the zone, man. See.
But you gotta
if-
like
if-
and follow our page.
Well, yeah, and cool.
Subscribe. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, yeah.
Here's
Yeah,
what you guys say.
subscribe
You
and
press the
thumbs
subscribe
up.
button. Press the
I'm a
bell,
little out of
press the
sorts
like
today.
button, and share it. Press the share button. Share wherever.
Right.
Share Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, whatever. Share it, please. Thank you.
I really thought I'd be better than I am right now. I'm getting there though. I'm getting there. Yeah.
You need to stand up.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine right
Get
now.
the blood flowing.
All right. Let's see here.
And
Go ahead,
actually,
hand-
you know what's
hold the phone
funny?
down for me.
Oh,
I'll try
well,
to
okay.
zone in.
So, definitely share it on Facebook if you can, guys. And, here's the thing. If you don't want a card reading, but you just want to tip us and donate for the cause, that's fantastic. We would be much appreciative of that.
Exclamation point tip in chat.
Okie doke.
So, because we won't be on long if you guys are, if nobody wants
Well,
a card reading or
yeah,
a
'cause
psychic reading.
I wasn't really feeling it anyway. I was just trying to see if I could get something tuned in.
You can get something tuned in.
can.
You can. I think, here's the thing. I think he's a little aggravated with the people. The people want to come on and they want one answers, like, am I going to find my love? And it's funny because this topic was brought up today about something we were talking about. How we say, when you're looking for something, it
eludes you.
right. But
Yeah.
it's when you least expect it that life comes
It'll
and,
come, yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Right.
So,
it is what it is, I mean.
here's what
How many
drives me
people are on?
crazy, man.
How many people are on?
21.
Okay.
So here's what drives me crazy is like the number one question that's always asked is relationship questions, right? And people want to ask, mainly women, because men don't care. No, I'm just being real. A man will never go to a psychic and be like, never. And I feel pretty confident in generalizing grossly like that. But women always want to ask, is he thinking about me? Is he, gonna call me? Is he gonna text me? Or am I gonna find somebody? Listen, women. Doesn't matter what you look like. I guarantee you there's a man somewhere in your life that wants to get with you. Now, whether you're open to that prospect or not is another story. So it's a crazy thing to be asking. Okay? And it doesn't work that way for men. It doesn't. But every woman on here, there's a man somewhere in your life that you have friend zones somewhere. Okay? That, trust me, didn't plan on being in the friend zone. And it just all depends on how you look at it, man. So stop asking those silly questions. Get some self-esteem. If you've got a male friend somewhere, just a friend, okay, you should feel pretty good about yourself because that's at least one guy that was trying to get with you. That's real talk. Okay? So stop asking me. Stop asking me if there's somebody out there for you. Of course there is. There's multiple guys out there that want to get with you. All of you.
But
It's true.
But there's a caveat to it. Oh, thank you, Leslie. Are you wanting? Okay, so if you're just tipping and donating.
It's a 3 card.
Yeah, it's a 3 card.
Oh, it says 3 card. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, specify the 3 cards so that way we know. Because
I
it'll
got 'em
definitely
right there.
move you up to the top of the line, folks.
Yeah, I'm getting there, man. For some reason, I feel better after having gotten that off my chest. Now, I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm just saying that to
No,
be
but I
straight
also
up with
think
people.
that people should know that it's like, hey, you don't give away the milk for free. Women have to have more self-respect and self-esteem about themselves, and that's the thing. And you ain't gonna find it by reading "Girl, Go Wash Your Face," because if you were reading "Girl, Go Wash Your Face," then this is definitely not the chat for you.
Well, thank you, Aaron. I will. I will take my time. I'm getting there.
Hi, Angel
Now
Donna.
Now that the AC is kicking in.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel, man.
Hi, Angel Donna. I think we have your reading that we did. Was that loaded? No, it's about to be loaded.
Yeah, it's about to be uploaded.
Yeah. Yeah. Dominic has linked the actual PayPal link. If you just want to donate because you love us and you like what you see, that's great. But if you want a card reading, it's going to put you to the front of the line, period. If you're wanting a private reading for spirits, you know, so I'm gonna bring this up. There was somebody on Facebook that was actually taking a minimum donation for spirit readings. I have news for you. It doesn't work that way. I mean, like when
Angel Donna is the one, the angel that didn't get a reading. Remember, there was two.
Oh, okay,
that
okay,
came over
yeah.
that
There was
same
two
day.
angels. Okay, yeah.
Right.
Sorry about that.
You gonna take care of Leslie?
No, you're gonna read Leslie.
Okay.
Spirit readings are expensive
So
with him.
Leslie, what did you want to focus on with the 3 card?
Just want generalized.
Yeah, look, Angel, it'll happen when it's meant to happen.
Spirit.
Yeah.
If you're looking for spirit.
Yeah,
Unless,
yeah.
listen, I gotta say this though. When people do pay for a private reading with you, it's different.
It is different, and here's why. Let me explain why. Because I have your soul attention and focus, and that's the only energy that I'm focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm doing a public one like this, it's being open to everyone's energy and just kind of narrowing down when an energy comes through.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why in a setting like this, you can't really control who comes through. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Denise?
Hey, Denise. Hi, Shay. Yeah, so it's totally different, and in his spirit readings, there's no time limit.
Yeah.
I mean, plus you get a card reading with the spirit reading, the mediumship reading.
If it's something that you feel like you need, right, and you're not like, unfortunately, I'm not the type of psychic that is the $25 corner dime store psychic. You know what I mean? That charges by the hour. I go until the message is received by you, and only when it's received by you do I know that it's over. It's like an energy thing. It's a part of having to do, you know.
Yeah,
when you're called to do it.
He goes until it is. Who's 4P?
What's up, 4P? Been on for a minute.
Okay.
They've been coming
so, yeah. So, I mean, I definitely highly recommend booking a spirit reading, mediumship reading.
Because that usually goes on.
Spirit reading with Justin if you're wanting it. Again, if you're wanting a card reading tonight, okay, here's the deal, folks. 3 cards, it's $10. If you want a full card reading, it is $25. So on the Facebook, I was telling them, because this lady was like, it's a $30 minimum for spirit readings. And it's like, you can't guarantee. And do you know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
You can if you just say them,
If you're just saying BS. But Justin doesn't go for the generalities. He goes for the deep stuff.
Yeah, because I don't want to be accused of that. That's kind of, ego is...
No, because your 5-star reviews on Facebook,
I got to keep that. I aim to keep that.
Right,
I'm,
and they're
I'm hella proud of
meaningful.
that.
They're
Yeah.
very meaningful because
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
who's reviewed has been very meaningful, and stuff. So
It means a lot to me, man. So, look, I don't take it. It's a responsibility. That's why I'm on here. I'm snapping out of my funk. All right? Just needed a minute. I'm sorry.
there's been a lot of yelling today.
And dirty laundry.
What? No, because it's true. This is what I tell people about being the psychic. What I do. My job is to cattle prod your ass when you start letting darkness come in. Okay?
Yeah. I know. Cattle prod.
Like that thing that what's her face's Lucas's sister has in Stranger Things.
Yeah, that's
That's exactly what you need.
sometimes.
All I can hear is you guys and my door dogs are paying the 10 now. It's just coming up as a tip, Dom. Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, you got to fix that so people, I know whether or not if it's a tip or just like a love donation or whatever,
it's all good, man.
or if
That's
it's
why
a
there's a
card reading.
description area. So anyone who's donating, there should be a description area when you donate.
Ah.
It will say at the bottom of the tip what it is for. So if you just type in what it's for, Bridget, it's not just PayPal. If you go scroll down to the bottom where it says login with PayPal, it says pay with credit card. That way you don't have to use PayPal.
In a reading, you said you get images and you translate them. I don't think I'm a medium, but I do get words, images, and numbers. I don't know what they mean.
Well, it's something that you've got to work on, and that's why I would refer you to lightworkereducation.org, all right, which is a website that is dedicated to training.
It hasn't gone
light
live
workers.
yet
Not
because
yet.
because we still have content that we're putting on it. Now, it is what we created. It's a learning website
Right.
for people who have abilities, spiritual abilities, who want to enhance them further. We will have it up by next week. That I know. Here's the thing, folks. The message that we got the other day in media, and this was in our private group. You when you sign up, you have to pay a monthly fee. You get one subject a month. That's it. One subject. Listen, do you want to be? You don't do something half-ass. You do something whole-ass. Okay? You don't do, right? You don't do a whole bunch of things half-ass. You do one thing whole-ass.
Correct.
All right. So if you want to do this, and if you have abilities that are just kind of burgeoning, then this is what you need to do. Okay. Somebody came on a few weeks and was like, well, I've been meditating for a week. And what do I do now? I mean, that was it. That was like, because that was our debate. What's been holding it up is whether or not how many lessons we should upload. And that right there was what I was afraid of.
One per month.
One
But
per month. Now,
we
the
go
price...
live with live. We're still working that out.
No, I was told exactly how much to charge.
Okay.
So I know exactly, because it's
So
meant to
there'll
be a
be
meaningful...
multiple online, live, interactive workshops, basically.
Right, and a private Facebook group that nobody else has access to,
Right.
except for the people who pay to be in the Lightworker Education
Right, exactly.
school group. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we all get to be a part and discuss. Everybody is working together on the same level.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what it is. Now, the price that I've been told is $47 a month. That's what it's going to be. Now, the reason being is because of the quality. It has to resonate exactly how important it is. The information is important to us that we give it to you. And the only people who will be selected to be a light worker on lightworkereducation.org, if you can't pay that, I understand. I get it. There'll be lots of free content on our website that's kind of like baby-like steps for people who are newbies. But trust me when I tell you that you're paying for quality. And today I was on YouTube and I was looking at a whole bunch of stuff and I was like, people, what is a light worker? Oh, people want,
You should do the voiceovers with that voice.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, it's like people want to know like what the predictions are for the month. It's like I'm going to start doing that shit.
I told you to do it.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. It's a 50-50 chance that it might be really good or really great. I mean, what do you want to know if the end of times is coming?
So,
Leslie.
Yeah, I know. Christy, yeah, I mean, if you're a little bit scared of it, then, yeah, that could be a hindrance, man. That could be a hindrance.
Very
Don't be
much
scared.
so.
Look, I work from the light, and anytime that I give a reading, it's only going to be somebody that comes through out of love for you. Period. You know what I mean? So don't even stress it, man. Don't worry about that. Okay, and thank you, Jamie.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Jamie
that.
Long.
All
Is
right.
that okay? So, Dominic, can you write down the names of those who are just tipping and those who are wanting an actual reading? Because this is Leslie. Jamie Long. I bet that. Who's Jamie Long in our notes on here? I mean, is it J4? Or no? Who is it? Here, you want this card?
She wants the 3 card. Oh, so that's Bridget, right? That's Bridget's daughter. Jamie?
Bridget's daughter is Jamie. She wants to.
Give me a pen. That's a blue one.
Hold on. So first is Leslie, and then Jamie. Huh?
Blue one.
It's hot.
Who's right now?
Leslie. Well, welcome, Jamie.
All right.
Thank you. I went to full reading, I imagine.
All right, so Leslie, the first card that comes out for you is the love card, meaning that you're needing reassurance right now that you are loved. Because I feel like you've been having a rough time just in all aspects right now. And it's really important because that you know that you are loved. You're fully surrounded by people who love you. The problem is that nobody ever takes the time to tell anyone. It's an assumed thing. And I feel like you've got so much on your plate that you haven't had time to take care of yourself, and your self-esteem has taken a big hit. And so I feel like the image I'm getting is like a flower shriveling up from the water. You know what I mean? And you're constantly on the go, living for everyone else, but not for yourself. And so you got to find a way to take time for yourself. That's what I also got the retreat card, which it came out upside down, meaning that you're not taking enough time for yourself. Okay? You've got to find a way to get quiet time for your own mental. Because this is starting to affect everything. This has been going on a long time. And you've been able to kind of fake the funk, if you will, and try to fake it till you make it, but it's the cracks are starting to show. Okay. Where you at one point you were strong enough to be a leader, and now you've shrunken away from that. And that confidence and leadership ability has shrunken and given way to anxiety and depression. And so you've got to really you've got to find a way to find who you are again inside. Okay? And while, yes, living for your kids is absolutely noble and what you got to do as a parent, but you've also got to remember that as a parent, you've got to take care of yourself first in order to be the best parent that you can be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, look, that's really the key, Leslie, is just finding you time. And here's the thing, it's not that it's that hard, okay? It's not that it's that hard. One, you don't like asking for help, much like me. Number two, you just talk yourself out of it. Okay, it's like you and forgive me for saying it, but there's a part of you that, this is going to sound really bad, and I don't mean it to be, but the attention that having a kid with special needs brings, as I'm making it sound, and there's no way for me to put it into words, it's almost a martyr syndrome, which is easy to fall into, because you find yourself just looking up and saying, "What, really? Why me? He didn't deserve this. What did I do?" It's the guilt. It's guilt. It's guilt. It's the mommy guilt. That's what it is. Sorry, I don't have mommy guilt, so it was difficult for me to pinpoint. It's mommy guilt. And railing against the heavens isn't going to help. The only thing that's going to help is taking time and resting your mind and getting right with yourself, and remembering who you are, and owning that and stepping into it fully. And look, I know this is easier said than done. We've got.
Today
one.
was a nut job day. Like,
yeah,
why you
today
think...
was a rough one. So we understand better than most, probably, but you got to find a way to make it happen. You know what I mean? So.
I want
Okay, go
an
down.
ice cream.
Then go downstairs. We're down because you just went down there. Oops. You okay?
We understand better than most. All right. Look, I know it's easier said than done, especially if doing it alone. Shit, it's hard enough with us two, but you got to find a way to make it happen, Captain. All right.
Mommy,
Why?
I'm late.
Okay. All right. Can you stand back? Stand back.
Okay.
Thank you, Ima, for the donation.
Yes, thank you, Ima.
Thank you so much. It's a great blessing. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, can you stand back?
All right, Leslie,
Hi.
got that?
I'm late.
I heard ya. Hold
Go.
on 1 second. Go. Over there. There. You're going to trip again.
All right, so there we go.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's hard, because it's like, we don't ever get time to ourselves. We know, and there's two of us.
Yeah, I can only imagine, man.
I mean, why do you think it's like hard? I mean, it's hard because, look, here's the thing. You ask for help from people, that's his big deal. he don't ask for help from people because his whole life he's been told no.
Yep.
Okay, and so, and you know, or people shit on you. You know, like that's what they do. Hi, Natasha. I saw you come in.
What's up, Natasha?
But it's important for everybody to know this, that like with him, it's like it's a battle. Okay, so then when you extend an olive branch to somebody and you do something nice for somebody, it's like you're constantly giving, and nobody gives you back.
Yeah, man,
and then
get
you
sucked
see
dry.
darkness everywhere around you.
Mama,
Who's doing.
I'm sorry.
You're okay, baby. Come on.
So, yeah. So, you know, it's, Trust me, Leslie, I get it. It's, yeah, people, you know, excuses. So you gotta temper that, because what ends up happening is you give and you give and you give and you give and you give, and no one's putting back into you. Okay, so you can't do that. Can't do that anymore. You know who the culprits are, and you just got to stand firm against that. All right. All right. Everybody left, and now I don't know where I'm at, what I'm doing. All right, that's cool though. All right, guys. So, let's get excuses. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, man. You got to make a vow not to do that anymore, man. You know, help those who deserve it. Just for your own sanity, you know, because otherwise you just end up getting shit on. That's no good. Right. Yeah, Jamie's next. All right. Well, Jamie, what is, was there anywhere specific that you wanted me to focus on? Let's see.
Okay.
Jamie. Yeah, I'm. Trust me. I mean, I understand that. You know, I understand that a lot. She said it drives her crazy when someone needs help and she can't help. I get that. It's just a general one, huh? Okay. So, Jamie, what I need you to do is just kind of open up, relax a little bit.
Nervous?
Not nervous, guarded. A nervous, guarded feeling. I could feel that. Well, you know, she's getting a psychic reading from a legit psychic in front of her mother, so, you know. little guarded.
I don't understand that.
Well, I got to tell you, this could go either way. This could go any way, Jamie. It's weird because it's funny because what I'm getting, she let her guard down a little bit, but what I'm getting is that, I mean, you've got so many avenues open to you. I haven't even pulled anything yet.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's like there's a young, youthful, just the world is your oyster right now. So really, it boils down to deciding what you want. That's where you're full of confusion. I'm gonna pull cards for you, but I'm telling you, the cards are gonna probably just end up saying the same thing that I'm telling you right now. Like I've always said, I don't need the cards. The cards are just kind of help me zero in. Okay. Oh, thank you.
Where's his?
All right.
Give it to us.
Hey, Storm to a Rainbow. Well, welcome. My name's Justin Cardozo. I'm a psychic medium, intuitive consultant, doing readings here live. So you're in the right place. It's a great group of people here. So you're in the right place.
Definitely hit subscribe.
And hit subscribe and give a thumbs up. And this way you'll know next time we go live. So look, Jamie, you said just about this thing called life. Well, right now's a crucial time for you. You've got to start making decisions. Like, you've got to decide what it is that you want, what you need, and what you have to have.
Ha.
Yeah, right? Okay, so and write things down. Start setting goals for yourself. Okay? Figure out where you want to be in 10 years and then reverse engineer that. That's going to be your plan. Let's see just for shits and giggles, right? What the cards have to say.
Yes.
Because really, the cards could come out with anything, and it could be anything. Because, oh my God, dude, you're wide open. Okay, like you're not pigeonholed into any one thing just yet. So.
You mean she's not gonna get a frog card?
A what?
A jack of clubs?
Sorry. My little sarcasm.
Exactly what I just said, right? So first thing that I get is the Don't Compromise card, which came out upside down. That's number one. So what this is saying is make a plan, stick to it, don't compromise your plan. Because what I'm seeing right now is a lot of kind of going with the flow and easy going, girl. Just, like, oh, I'll get there, like, confident in yourself and knowing that you're going to get to where you got to be, that fate will step in and help you. Well, fate will slap you square in the ass, and not in a good way. All right? You've got to help it along. All right? So, number one, don't compromise. Meaning, make a plan, stick to the plan, work the plan. All right. Second thing that I got is steady progress. But again, this came out upside down, meaning that you're stagnant right now. But that's okay. Right now is a good place for you to be stagnant because you're young and you've got wide open choices. So it's better to be stagnant now, take some time and make solid decisions and then go forward. So that's okay. But once you start going forward, steady progress. You've got to keep working the plan. All right? And the third thing for you, before you do this, don't let money distract you or be your guide. Do not let money be your guide. And I'm telling you, this is the third card. And when I show you the card, you're gonna probably be like, how the hell did he get that from this? Intuition. Because I am seeing a parallel of us, right? So like, I grew up rough. It was tight. Money was tight, man. It's just, look, so many of us have it like that. But what happens is that we're like, you know what? we think we become money motivated. And what happens is you can start making a shit ton of money, but what happens, you're miserable. And all of a sudden, you don't want to be 35 years old, 36 years old, making a decent living and realizing, fuck, I'm miserable. This sucks. I guess I wasn't money motivated after all. So what you got to do is really find the thing that ignites you. Take some time, try different things. Figure out what it is that you want to do. And then chase that. And the money will follow. The money will come. Alright? Your main thing is figuring that part out. And what that card was, that was healthful eating. Like, how in the hell does he get that from that? Simple. Because when I get the healthful eating card, it means that you've got to... When I get the healthful eating card for her, what it's telling me, Jamie, is that has nothing to do with your diet. It has everything to do with your soul diet, your spirit diet, what feeds you, what drives you. And you don't know yet, and that's okay, because you're still figuring out who you are. But right now's the time to figure that out. That's why you're at that stalled out place. All right, so I hope that gives you a little... Does that make sense for you? So it's really simple, Jamie. I know you don't know. It takes a minute for it to sink in, right? Try different things. Okay? Really stop and unplug for a minute. Jesus Christ. Unplug for a minute. Take some quiet time with just you. Put the phone in the living room. Leave it there. Put it on silent. Turn it off. Unplug for a few minutes. Get back to you. Think about it. When was the last time you had real quiet time with just where you were just able to think and you weren't being distracted by something? Been a minute. Been a long time. Okay? So unplug and really start reflecting on yourself. And you'll start feeling a pull of which way to go. Alright? Just start there. Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
And Jamie, let me emphasize this, that there's really no dire need for speed in this process. Okay, just start thinking about it and then decide to make a plan. All you have to decide right now is decide that you're going to decide to make a plan and work the plan and go. All right? That's all you got to do. Everything else will work itself out. Hey, Stacy.
Daddy, I'm down. I want Daddy to come further.
Okay. Come on. Step right this way, Jill.
Okay.
All right. So I hope that gives you a little bit of clarity in the initial steps on what you have to do to move forward. All right? And I just heard, don't discount your talents. All right, so now I'm getting. Did you just go live? Where
Yeah.
Where are you live at? On what?
Facebook for a minute.
Okay.
Why?
Just curious.
Okay, so just to let everybody know that of course he does. He always has time to do a full card reading. Hello.
Key talent, Jamie, creativity.
But the full card. Okay, so guys. Everybody knows that if you want to get to the head of the line for
Hey,
readings,
Jamie.
for card readings, 3 card reading is 10. Okay, and a full card reading is 25. So, if you're new on here, please subscribe and hit the bell. Give us thumbs ups, guys. Also, too, so that way we get pushed up to the head of the line.
Right.
We got to get more people.
All right, so check it out. As I'm giving a reading to her, all of a sudden, at the end of it, I start getting an image of a younger male. It'd be younger than so it's coming across as a son or a nephew or younger sibling, someone younger than yourself, male coming through, and I see him in a hospital bed with I don't know if it's a tube. Shay would probably be able to answer me if it's a breathing tube in right
Ventilator?
here. A ventilator. Through the trach, through his trachea right here. I feel like there was damage or something, so I don't know if it's coming through really jumbled. Okay. There's a B name associated, so I don't know if he's trying to tell me that his name's Brian or There's a B-I sounding name coming through with it. Younger male, seeing like a tube coming out of his throat area, his throatual area. Or something.
Younger male with the tube.
Younger male, yeah.
Younger male.
And there's a B name. I don't know if it's his name or if he's if it's the name of somebody that's connected. Like, I don't know if he's trying to say Brian or Bree. There's a B-I sounding Bree, B-R sounding name in there.
Connected to it. So he's younger male. Like how like younger?
I'm seeing he's presenting as like late teens, early 20s. It was an accident. There was some sort of an accident. So I'm feeling an impact.
I'm trying to write down all the things so I don't forget.
He's showing me 1999.
Ooh, 1999.
Yeah, he gave me a year.
That's creepy. 1999. You know?
Why? Oh. Wait a minute. No, this is male.
Yeah. And hi. I know, right, Steph? She's like, whoa. We gotta get him hopping up like he was last Saturday.
What's 1999 then, Jamie? Brittany, B-R-I. There it is. Okay. Where does the 1999 come in?
Hi guys, if you are on our YouTube page, Facebook page, please come over to our YouTube channel, The Intuitive Couple, and come and subscribe because we're actually broadcasting simultaneously and you can't see the chat. So you got to come over to our YouTube channel. But before you do, make sure you share it. Dom, come on. Go with the program.
What? So what was the accident that he's showing me? Because I feel like, boom, it was sudden, and it was like, I don't know if it's Jamie or not, man. I'm going with, it might be because it came in on the tail end of her reading. It just kind of slid in the way that it would normally. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh. That's an impact. Right?
That's an impact. Explains why there was confusion with it too. Okay, I guess I am with you, Jamie. Sliding in.
Hello, Adrian.
This is how it works. In like, if it was a private reading, I usually start off with a card reading, like a full card reading. Last time you seen him, he was on a ventilator. That's what he was showing me. Okay, excellent. Everything is you see how she's verifying everything? That's the perfect way that you have to do it. Okay.
Yeah, and
that's
unfortunately,
great.
this isn't going to be
editable.
Yeah,
editable?
because we got this one hopped up on sugar out there.
I know, that's okay.
Hi guys.
What's this teapot or coffee pot that he's showing me? It's not a reference of mine. And it's so out of place. He's making a reference to a teapot or I'm saying a teapot because it's colorful. Yeah. Just hang on to that though. Yeah, that's a weird reference, man. What are you showing me? Alright, so look, I can only give what I get, and what I'm getting right now, Jamie, is he is making me feel that that for a while there, that like you had a certain a feeling of guilt regarding his passing. Like you had an idea of who it was or who it could have been, but like feels almost like you didn't say anything because it was like scared, but you didn't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like there were suspicions, but the reason that he's bringing this up, whatever this feeling is for you, that you carried around for a bit, is to let it go. You did the right thing. You absolutely did the right thing. Because what you were thinking wasn't correct anyway. Does that make sense? If it makes sense, all you gotta do is say yes, because I'm not gonna. I mean, essentially, the feeling that he's giving me is just wanting to put your mind at ease. Let go of the guilt because you didn't do anything wrong. You actually did good.
Great.
Well, I'm going to leave it because you know where I'm headed, right? So we'll leave it there, right? Because he's telling me she gets it, it's cool. And he's easing up off of it. That was the main thing. He just wants you to not carry that with you. Because I feel like he's showing me that that's locked away in that deep dark vault that we never let see the light of day to anyone.
So,
okay?
In other words, he was murdered.
He was murdered. She thought she had an idea of who did it. This is what he's showing me of who did it, but she didn't say anything because she wasn't sure. And he's telling her, but she carried guilt for a while.
Oh, isn't
with
this profound?
Right? And shut up. But he's basically saying that you don't need to feel guilty because you were right to not say anything because it wasn't what you thought.
But let me caveat that to anybody other than Jamie. If you ever suspect or feel like you have information, you should always speak up and tell the cops something.
Right. This is a one-off.
I know, but I'm going to caveat that.
Well, I'm making this
but
is
for
specifically
her,
for
this
her,
is her message, and that's why.
General,
right, I know.
You know. You should always say something and let investigators do their job.
Absolutely, because any small little thing.
However, in her case, this is what she needs. Does that make sense? Saw that as an opportunity to just come through and give you that. No. You didn't have anything to do with it.
Oh no. We know that. I'm just saying because it's like it's. I like to caveat those things because just because your spirit that's coming through is saying that, it's a different story with a lot of other people. I'm just seeing,
Well, yeah, given what we've been working with, right? So. Alright, but he's pulling back and...
Right. And, I hate to say this, but you're welcome, Jamie. And I gotta say this, okay? Because it's like, sometimes when things like this happen, again, the tragic medium,
That's what I specialize in.
Mm-hmm. And like I told everybody on our sisterhood the other night, who are privy to the private group of sisterhood, that you'll be changing your title. The title of our page will be changing. You are Justin Cardoza, intuitive consultant. Yes, you're a psychic medium. We go with intuitive because it's PC sounding, okay? But here's the thing, folks. He is a consulting psychic investigator. That is his official title now. Why? Because of tragic cases.
Right.
Okay? You see it. If you've been a long-time viewer, you know that. Okay?
I get all of them, man. I get all of them.
Right,
Yeah, no
you get
problem.
all of them.
No problem.
So, instead of trying to read and have clients who have no souls, rich clients who have no souls, right? He wants to do... His life is being pulled in a different direction. His gifts are being pulled into a different direction. The direction that he was always meant to be pulled into. Adrian's made it over here.
Oh, okay.
So if you, by the way, guys, anybody who's new on here, and you welcome, please, definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button. If you're liking what you're seeing, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Absolutely. This is Justin Cardoza. He is a psychic medium.
Hello.
I'm his wife, Roseanne Cardoza. And I want you guys to know that if you are wanting a reading and you want to get to the head of the list, yes, a 3-card reading is $10 and a full card reading is $25. Spirit readings come through as they will, okay? But if you like what you see here tonight and you want to keep our stream going and you want to keep spreading the love,
So
who's the guest? I'm his wife. I am a paraphilosopher, and actually I am a psychic as well.
good job.
I am a psychic as well.
So
Okay, so here's the
let's see.
deal, guys. So this is what you want to do. If you want to get to the head of the line for the card readings, go ahead and hit the PayPal thing. The PayPal, and we'll get you on the list. Spirit readings come through as they come.
Right.
Okay?
I've
He has no
noticed.
control over
I know
that.
Who that is? Yeah.
Right? But if you do want a private reading, do you see that beautiful reading that just transpired? That's what happens.
Yeah,
If
that's usually what happens, like in a private reading. If
and he works on no time.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a timeline thing.
Okay. What's up? What's the question?
That's so funny you say
That's
that.
funny, man.
A lot of coincidences tonight. There's no such thing as a coincidence.
I know.
Yeah, we do have time. Okay, the answer is Amy. Our son, our oldest son, Dominic, who is our moderator, he doesn't remember it anymore, but from the age from 2 to 7, he remembered his past life, but he also had a duality kind of going on. He remembered his past life, but he also had guardian spirits. He had a guardian, well, I shouldn't say just a guardian spirit.
It's yes. The long
Right,
the
but
long story short.
Short is
yes.
they do have abilities. They have yet to be revealed
They're
at this
growing
moment
into-
because they're growing into them. It's one of those things that I've always said that, and I told him this early on, that I wanted our children to, Dominic didn't know what a medium or a psychic or anything. We never talked about any of that stuff around him until
When
after
he was
he was,
young.
yeah. And so, he's kind of just been apart, and it's, this is just it. It's not something he's been fed, or he's not scared of it. It's a natural process for him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually something I know quite a bit about, is helping, families who have children, who kids struggle with, different things. And that's something that I'll be talking a lot about,
Go on.
Hi, Benita. Hi, love. Hi, Nancy. Yes, we are accurate AF, if that's what you're wanting to know.
Oh, the card readings, accurate. I've been doing the whole cards for 3 years. What kind of cards? See, I mean, look, here's the thing with cards, right? I always would say that the cards never lie. The reason is that
Hi, love.
the
Hi,
cards, it's just paper,
We're on YouTube.
right? So like before with Jamie, everybody saw I got a card that said healthful eating.
Mm-hmm.
You could look at that and be like, oh, well, you've got to really improve your diet. Come on,
The
man.
cards don't
Everybody,
mean, and when people
you
read
have to
from
use
a
your
book,
intuition. Yeah,
you have to
your-
read energy.
Right.
And guess what? You got to know how to read energy, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's
Well, I
living or
started
dead.
giving her a
Hold
reading
on.
without even
And guess what
flipping
I
a
always
card.
say? Energy is energy. It doesn't matter if they're dead or alive. Okay? That's what he does.
See, here's the trick with these. His, and I'm saying trick for lack of a better word. There's no trick. It's just paper, man. It's
Yeah,
just
like when
paper,
people
right?
were in person
Oh,
and you
they're
give, and they're
to
scared to shuffle them because you always
like,
give
it's
them.
just paper, man.
It's just
Yeah,
paper.
so check it out, right? All this is 1 it's a distraction for the person sitting across from me, in a good way for them to let their guard down, so that I could read them.
Because they usually
Right?
come in very, very nervous when they're in person. Yeah.
Well,
Well, even on here.
a lot of times I'll feel the nervous energy, right? That, and then if they don't really know which way to go, it kind of helps direct which way the reading is going to go. You know what I mean? Of what to. I don't know. I don't mess with tarot, man.
Yeah, tarot is.
You know, I don't deal with anything with that is remote,
So-
that could be remotely perceived as negative.
Right, because he has the gift, the Holy Spirit gift of discernment.
Discernment.
Speak that truth, Justin. Come on.
I am. You know, it's basically with the Holy Spirit gift of discernment, you're able to differentiate between good and evil, light and dark, and I only work from the light.
Yeah,
I only work from the light. It's
and-
really important to understand that.
Fucking cards don't tell you that shit.
No, cards don't
No.
tell you that. Right?
Cards do not
So-
tell you that a person's going to pass away because guess what?
I don't even get to see that.
He has the Holy Spirit gift of discernment, and that is above his pay grade.
It's
The only
above
pers-
all of our pay grades.
All of our pay grade. The only person, unless they're in hospice, which you never know, there could be a miracle.
Yeah.
Okay, but the thing is that
Yeah, no doubt.
it's that's up to God.
Yeah, you never want to give a. So here's a real quick story on a personal level. I've been doing this for 17 years, right? I've read for people all over the world, every race, creed, color, religious background, atheist, Muslim, Jewish, Christian, Catholic. It
Gay, straight.
Gay, straight. Like,
doesn't matter.
You name it, I've read for them accurately.
Oh, Hollywood directors, actresses.
Yeah.
Thank you, Aaron.
Hollywood,
thank you, love.
Yeah, people in Hollywood.
Hollywood directors. Yeah.
Right.
Everybody.
I got a call tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
With the screenwriter, right?
So
yeah.
here's the thing. Doesn't matter who you are, what kind of lifestyle you live.
Hi, Lisa.
All right. The one thing that I know is we don't get to know when we go, and we definitely don't get to know when someone else is going to go. Let me give you an example. I worked with a girl a while ago. I had been doing this at least, 10 years at the time, a decade of experience in. And she starts complaining about a headache. She has a headache for at least a week. I said, look, you got to go to the doctor. It's more of a gut feeling. Anybody will tell you, I don't do the medical intuitive thing, right? But something was gnawing at me. I was like, you need to go to the doctor and get this checked out. She was like, no, it's just my eyes, you know. I said, no, you need to go to the doctor and get it checked. Hems and haws, about a week and a half goes by. I finally convince her to go to the doctor. She ends up with a form of blood cancer. Okay? Now, I immediately got shook. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking, maybe your blood pressure is high or something like that. Again, not a medical intuitive. But when I checked and I was like, nah, I was like, well, you got to fight it. And in my mind, I'm like trying to see that she's going to get through it. And I was at a complete blank. So I figured she got to get through it because it was only like a stage 1 or a stage 2. It was very, very early.
So young.
And young. She was like 24, 25 years old. And so I was like, well, she ends up passing like 6 months later.
But not from cancer.
Well, she had an operation through a blood clot and passed. Didn't see it coming. Not allowed to see it coming. You know what I'm saying?
He gave my brother his last rites and was told exactly when he was going to pass. 12:30. He was up at the hospital the whole time.
3:30.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it was 3:30?
Mm-hmm.
And he's there waiting and he's meditating and,
Yeah,
praying.
I was expecting, because now I'm 15 years in, right?
Right.
So it's like, or something like that.
Well,
And
yeah.
I'm pretty adept at my abilities at that time. So I'm sitting there with,
Well, you've helped a lot of people cross. I mean, you do.
people
That's
that were already in spirit. Though.
spirit, yeah.
And so I'm expecting like a doorway to open up, and people come out, get
Because
them,
that's what you've
because
seen.
in my mind, yeah, because I'm like, this is the big show.
Like,
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not making light of it,
No, it's
but
true, it
this is
is.
what I'm expecting. And at the time that I was given, the machines start going nuts, and it breaks me out of my meditation. I'm like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, I'm waiting to see what's going on. And they fixed the machines. They were going off for like 5 minutes, and when it went back, everything was back to normal, being kept alive by machines. But when I zoned in, his soul was already gone.
Mm-hmm.
It was that quick.
Mm-hmm.
But the body was still alive. The machines are keeping the body alive, keeping the machine alive, right? So,
Yeah.
And that's when I found out that we're not allowed to see that transition until it's our time.
Mm-hmm.
And so be aware of anybody that tells you that they know when you're going to pass. If a psychic says that to you, odds are they're going to follow it up. It's because you've got a curse on you. But I could lift that curse for like 10 grand or something like that. It's a scam, guys. Nobody knows. Only God knows. He's got our number. That's it. He's the only one. None of us do. So look, anybody tells you, oh, well, so-and-so is going to pass. No, don't listen to that nonsense.
I mean,
because look, you can infer a lot of things, right? If someone's got stage 4 cancer and they're a walking skeleton and they've been very sick for a while, a miracle could happen, but many people just play the percentages, right? So don't get suckered, because that's what Sylvia Brown did. She played the percentages. Anybody who had a missing kid, she automatically went with the fact that they were dead, and that blew up in her face a lot towards the end, didn't it? Because you're
Welcome,
playing the
Kayla.
percentages, man. Don't play the percentages.
if you guys are new, and by the way, Aaron, I got you down. Thank you. Jamie, you're on the list too. Kayla, welcome. If you guys are new to our channel, this is Justin Cardoza, Psychic Medium. I am his wife, Roseanne Cardoza, and I am
You're a
psychic
mod.
intuitive.
Erase that.
Stop it.
okay, I didn't know that. Sorry. My bad.
Okay. Then here's the deal, guys. If you want to get to the front of the line for card readings, 3-card pull is $10. A full card reading is $25. Dominic will pull. There should be a PayPal link up there. You can go ahead and do that. If you like what you're seeing here tonight, if you like what you're hearing from Justin tonight, the spirit readings come through as they will. Okay. If you're wanting to book a private reading, spirit reading with Justin, I can tell you that you can message him on Facebook, but it's a $200 fee. That is how much it costs for a spirit reading with Justin. So,
No
I mean,
time limit.
there's no
Usually,
time limit, but you got to understand something. We have children, and
You don't,
in
no,
his
no, no,
world.
no, you don't
No,
have
no,
to
no, no, no,
explain.
no.
It is what
Time
it is.
when you are a psychic medium, intuitive, whatever. It's not about money. It's about time is energy.
Right.
Okay, the energy you expel
Yeah.
is
And
taking
look,
away
I mean,
from everything. So yes, you're getting something from him that nobody else gets.
That's a good question. So 4PS, when a person dies, are they allowed to say certain things about the other side? Yes and no. It's a yes and no, right? So no one knows. Because here's the thing. What happens is, even if they do try to tell you certain things, odds are you won't understand. Like, you literally, it's outside of your scope of reality. Okay? So, look, I had a glimpse of the other side once. Twice. But when my aunt came to me in a dream, you remember I told you about that? And she walked up on a hill, and I remember looking over the hill, that there were colors that I had never seen before. And I'm an artist. Well, I was an artist at the time, right? So it's like, I know how to make every color on the planet. there were colors I had never seen before. It was so crazy that it breaks your fleshy mind. Like, I remember the fact that there were colors that I had never seen that I couldn't describe. But my mind, my human mind, can't even begin to... Like, how do you explain what red is to someone who's never seen red?
I don't know. You're
Think
right.
about
That's,
that.
like,
It
insane.
breaks your brain. Your brain breaks. It's impossible to do. So all you could do is like it's a color, and I've never seen it before. It's wild, man. It's crazy. So, but yeah, they even if they try to tell you some things, you're not going to understand what it is that they're telling you.
So Aaron,
There's gonna be mystery that remains, you know.
yeah.
So
I mean, there is a lot of stuff. There are certain things that they are allowed to say about the other side, and then there's certain things that they're not. It's interesting. Those are things that we do know, and we will talk about and teach other
on lightworkereducation.org.
Lightworkereducation.org. Right, exactly.
Right.
But it's not something that we're going to discuss on here because it's, the thing is that there's just certain things that, we try to work on a deeper level. Justin reads for people who are ready to hear the message. Okay? That is the first thing. You've got to be ready to hear the message. If you're not ready to hear the message, then he is not the psychic medium for you. Period. Yeah. Okay? And there are lots of psychic mediums or just psychics.
Got great questions, 4P. What's your name, by the way? I don't want to call you 4P unless...
there are people, they all have specialties. And his specialty just happens to be... Well, I mean, he reads anybody. I mean, energy is energy. He has trouble reading people who have lived very... ordinary, lives.
Just,
because he doesn't, understand that. Because that's not in his book of, references. He lived a very hard life, growing up on the streets. And his whole life has led up to this point. So... It is his path. It's his destiny. We are bound together. We work together.
Yep. It's
just been like that from day one. I did stuff before I met you, and you did say, well, it just kind of came together and merged together.
Went forward.
Right. Okay. So... Aaron has... Okay, so now Aaron is at the list, and then Jamie wants a full card read now. Oh, Kristen Carey, you want a... Thank you, hun.
Card.
She wants a 3 card. Oh, okay, well, I don't see that. Oh, yeah, I do see it. Okay, now. Okay, Kristen.
All right, so...
Aaron Dreamer.
Aaron?
She wants a 3 card. Uh-huh. If you are on Facebook and you're wanting a reading, please come join us.
Hey, Cheryl, what's up?
Come join us over on YouTube. Subscribe. And make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, okay? And if you don't want a card reading, you guys can always just donate out of love.
Hey, shuffle that up, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you, please.
So
I'm on with Aaron, right?
Yep.
Okay.
If you want a message, you got to come over to YouTube and subscribe if you're on Facebook. He's not really reading the comments over on the Facebook page because it's on our mobile. We're actually broadcasting at the same time over on YouTube. And the channel is The Intuitive Couple.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right. It's crazy because when people are close to the end, they drift in and out of this world and the next, and they'll start talking about people who may have passed 20 years ago. Oh yeah, I was just meeting.
Well,
your
my
mother
mom did that.
Yeah,
but it's funny, children do that when they're young. They drift in and out of their previous life.
Yeah, because they're still new. They haven't been tainted yet.
Cheryl, you can have a reading. We're doing 3 card readings for $10. And full card readings for $25. If you're wanting a spirit reading, it is $200 for a private reading with Justin. You can message him to book that. There you go. Yeah, I know about that. Your dad does that. He's over. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I know. This is you. That's you.
So why are you telling me to shuffle them if it's
But
you?
I didn't know. You've been able to shuffle them before. Somehow it transferred on there. It's weird. Alright, I got it. Sorry about that,
Making
guys.
you do all the work tonight.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I'm going to end
It's my
this Facebook
punishment.
Live here shortly. So if you're wanting to come over to YouTube to continue
out.
watching the readings, please do. It is The Intuitive Couple. If you're wanting to get a reading from Justin to get on the list, it's a 3-card pull is $10 and $25 for a full card pull. On you can donate through Facebook or PayPal, but you got to come over to YouTube.
Aaron, okay. What up?
Good night, Linda. Love you.
Okay. Alright, so Aaron, the first thing that I'm getting for you is the Don't Compromise card. And that is showing me that you've actually been stepping into your own personal power. Okay? You're stepping into... Dude, really? You coming on my page trying to poach people? They ain't gonna leave? Get out of here. Crazy. What's wrong with you? It's poor viral marketing, man.
You know what? That is tacky and bad karma, dude, because you're messing with
it's just tacky,
Holy Spirit
bro.
over here.
It's just tacky, man. It's like, well, I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, logically, it makes sense to go to another person's if they've got any kind and say, hey, go check out this guy.
Yeah, but why would you when you're the real deal?
Well,
it's probably his page. Immortal Law? What the hell kind of page is that?
Well, there's a lot
Immortal Law.
Whatever, man.
Immortal means you'll never die. I have news for you. He's a psychic medium. They die. People die. Okay? Get off a freaking page. Go. Bum. You're bum rushing this woman's reading right here.
Lack of integrity right there. So
yeah.
if it's not
Schmuck.
him, no, it's not even
bullshit.
Hey, look.
I told you I'm going to call people out on their bullshit.
I understand. All I'm saying is that Benita hit the nail right on the head. Like if you are not Immortal Law, right? And you're doing that to try to help him, you're showing a lack of integrity for him. You're not helping, you're hurting. Now, as far as... What?
I don't know what did you...
What are you doing?
Dominic, let me see.
What? No, it's the guy. And then that guy wrote on this guy's live. I'm going down the screen.
Whatever.
Oh, and he's
Anyway.
laughing. Meanwhile, he looks like... Never mind.
Anyway. So. Hey, do me a favor. Get rid of that. Yeah. Peace. Alright, so check it out. Don't compromise. And this is something that you've actually been working on, stepping into your own personal power. Right? And it's been a conscious effort, and you're making good strides. So keep it up. Alright? You should be feeling a sense of like chains breaking is what I'm being shown. Just by being able to say what you're thinking without having to worry about anybody else's feelings. You know, because it was like everybody else's feelings and whatnot came first for you, and not so much anymore. All right. The next card that I got for you is the love card, and essentially it's a reminder that, because I feel like even though it's connected with the don't compromise card, because I feel like you're really trying to grow and flex your voice and your personal power, but there are times when you do that it feels like people pull back from you because they don't expect it. And then you worry about whether they'll still love you or whatever that emotion that's tied to that. This is reminding you that you are surrounded by love at all times, okay? And that the people who truly love you are going to accept any changes that you initiate to make yourself better, okay? And the commitment card, I can't get a bead on it. It's so weird. I can't get a bead on it. It's so weird. I feel like you're building this, like you're trying to build this strong resolve, but there is something underlying that is constantly undercutting that resolve. And I can't put my finger on it. So I don't know if it's like a subconscious thing, or if it's something that you even know about. But here's the way it feels, and I'm going to try to describe it as best I can, is that you're like, all right, I'm going to do whatever, this. And then this little voice, this little plaguing voice in the back of your mind says, what are you talking about? You can't do that because of blah, blah, blah. And it just sucks a certain amount of confidence right out of you. It's like starting behind the 8 ball. Am I making any sense in what I'm saying? You're not paying attention. Never mind. Does that make any sense to you, Aaron?
Look, you have a lot going on in your life right now, and it's extremely important for you not to compromise on anything. I mean, yeah, your health is always an issue, but you have a lot of things going on around you, okay? So, because of that, it's important for you to know the commitment card is upside down. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's what I said.
I know. But it means you're being spread too thin in other areas. There you go. See, I didn't even see it. I just looked. I never have the energy to do things. She's being spread too thin in other areas that she can't do anything for herself. And it comes back to the love card. Yes, you're loved. You're loved by all. But at this moment, it's about you and you only. You have to take care of yourself. That is, so the love card, I mean, like, I'm what I'm getting off of it is that, oh God, I'm going to hate myself for saying this. You got to take care of yourself. What is it? Self-care? I hate that saying, but it's true. You've got to do things for yourself that are going to keep you balanced in life. And because with your health as it is, there's always an imbalance. It's always here. You know what I'm saying? So if you're spreading yourself too thin with other things in your life, then mentally, not just physically, mentally, you can't even begin to focus on yourself. And God only knows that you cannot, under no circumstances, maintain any kind of health. You know, you can't, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, you cannot, if you start to see, you jerk, you like looked at that and then like you threw me off. Like, you looked at me and it like threw me off. No, it's like, if you're already unbalanced here, okay, then and self-love is, you know, if you can't, if you're mentally exhausted, then you absolutely will become more physically exhausted, which you can't afford to do. You absolutely cannot. And it's very hard when you've got a lot of things going on around you and you can't focus on yourself because you've got to focus on everything. And again, it's about being a woman. And women, what do? We always take care of everybody else but us. That's how it works. That's how it always will be. Okay? We're the cheerleaders. Do we get cheered? Hell no. No. You know? I mean, that's the sacrifice of a woman. You know? I mean, that's the sacrifice what women have to do. And it sucks that you're in the position that you're in physically, Erin. But that's why it's so important for you to really take care of yourself emotionally and find that. And love doesn't mean love. It means caring about yourself. Taking that beat, that moment, and just saying, I've got to do this. I've got to go here. To, you know, kind of reconnect with yourself. And that's why the commitment card's upside down, because there is no commitment to yourself, because you're committed to everybody else but you. Makes sense?
I always have a hard time with Erin.
You do, don't
Yeah,
you?
I do, man. I don't know why. It's some people. It happens, man. Sorry.
But
Good
look,
thing you're here.
I mean, look. Here's
Shoot.
the thing. It's about women. You know, like No, it's just not that. It's like, look. This is a message for all women, because we all take care of other people and we never take care of ourselves. And when you get to that point, when you're unbalanced, okay, in life, this is for everybody out there. If you're unbalanced, you have to find a balance in your life. And like Leslie before, she's take, she's spread way too thin with her son and not asking for help. I mean, look, this is how it goes in our society as women, okay? And if you already have, an imbalance already, a deficit, let's just say that, okay? So that's why it's extremely important for you to maintain the mental self-care. Like, you really, really have to be extremely conscious of it, because mentally and emotionally and spiritually, it's all connected to the body. So it is. And so if those start to drain, it's really going to affect your physical. And you know that. You just need to hear it and say, listen, sometimes we as women need to hear from another person that's not a family member, that's not a husband, do you know what I'm saying? That says, hey, go and do something for yourself. I've said it before. Go buy a bra. Why are you afraid to buy a bra? Or whatever. Or buy that primer you want, or or just go outside and read a book, or just like me, I hide in the bathroom and play my games on my phone. Okay, I'm sorry, I admit that. Okay, because I don't want to deal with the BS that's going on out there, so I pretend like I'm going to the bathroom, and
oh, I'm sorry, I gotta go to the bathroom.
You're always in the bathroom,
That's because I'm pretending to go to the bathroom.
So, some people have their wine and they, look, I don't like the word self-care because I think it's one of those vibrato words that are real trendy right now. Self-care, hashtag self-care, hashtag F off. I think that's so stupid, okay? Because this is just life. This is what you need to do. This is real damn life, people. As women, we're constantly being told we're not good enough. We're family members have made us feel this way in the past. Some women come from husbands who emotionally don't lift them up, let alone there's some women who've been mentally and or emotionally and physically beaten. Okay, they've had husbands that have cheated on them. They go through divorces, or they, whatever the case may be. And if you have a child with special needs, listen, when the shit hits the fan, it hits the fan. So it's so important, no matter what, that you take that moment for yourself. And it isn't self-care. We don't have to hashtag it. Okay? It's just life. That's life. We've got to do it to be in balance. You know why? Because if you don't, then you go nuts. Because I do. I go nuts. I'm not going to lie. You guys see it, But listen, I don't believe in holding things in either. Because it's kind of like I get constipated emotionally. You know what I'm saying? I got to get it out. I know. Right, Dana? But these yoga women, and nothing against yoga pant women. I'm talking about these prissy ass women who have nothing better to do in their life, who are really, and yeah, I'm saying this, so if you have a problem with it, then this isn't the place for you. But honestly, seriously, and because we are real women on here. We are women who've been through things. We have kids. There are women on here who haven't been able to conceive. They have special needs themselves. They have special needs children. They have been emotionally, abused or physically abused. They've lost their husbands. Whatever the case may be. Okay? We do not live in a picture perfect world in this group. Okay, everybody on here has lived a complicated life, whether they're living or they're deceased, okay? And that's life. That's real life. Not what Rachel Hollis writes in a freaking book. Okay, it's not about wearing yoga pants and going to the gym. The Pinterest moms, right. Oh my gosh. What, baby?
I want to get
What?
I want to eat a thingy.
A what?
Honey.
Okay, give him.
Can I make
thingy.
a video?
Not right now.
No, I want.
After.
No,
We
Mommy.
gotta hurry it up. We gotta hurry it up.
Yeah, so we got another reading. Well, you got Jamie Longfull card reading and Kristen Carey. Kristen Carey. And so, yeah, that is part of the journey. And I'm not trying to demean. I'm really not trying to demean those women. But those women are not deep thinkers. These women on here, they're digging deep. You know why? Because when you've been in the trenches of real life, I don't know how much deeper you can get. And you have to be pretty damn dumb, you know, if you will keep making the same mistake in life, you know. I mean, but that's for another day, you know what I'm saying? But I see women all the time who are like, they read, "Girl, go wash your face." And those are women who they don't want to face this. Okay, because this right here, he doesn't need these cards, but what they are is these cards tell you what you have to hear. Not what you want to hear, but what you have to hear. Women who go read Rachel Hollis, "Go Girl, Go Wash Your Face," it's because they can't handle the truth. They can't handle the truth. And you know what? I'm all about the truth. And I haven't gotten on my little high horse of talking about it, but immortal law, you know, pissing me off, coming over here, you know, trying to, and by the way, that Princess Laura, yeah, and she's over there yakking it up. So here's the deal. That's why I say shit. It's because I'm weeding out the phonies, the big phones. I don't like phones. This isn't it. We're real. We're about as real as we can get. So you keep, right, what's that movie? You Can't Handle the Truth. It's I'm doing my Jack Wagner. I'm doing my Jack Nicholson. I always think of Seinfeld because to me, that's, you know. Right. But I don't like Tom Cruise because he's a Scientologist. But that's another live. We don't go talking about that here.
No. All right.
But anyway, I digress. Right. The truth hurts. And that's the thing, man. But you know what? You gotta feel it. And I mean, I there was a chick that used to come over on our Facebook Lives. Justin told her something. And, you know, next thing I know, she's diving into all these stupid books. She couldn't handle the truth. Okay? And it's like, bye. I don't have time for that. Man, I haven't lived my 45 years. Man, my 20s were the worst. And I earned the right to say what I have to say because I actually loved, I loved the outcome because I found you. But I actually went through the experiences in my life and I learned the freaking lessons to get to where I'm at. Is it hard? Hell yeah. Is this part hard right now that we're going through? Hell yeah. It's been a hard 7 months. But there's always light at the tunnel. And it's important to have that support system. And that's what we have here. That's why we have the sisterhood. That's why people that come on here, they come on here all the time. They come on here to hear this. The truth. Sorry. I didn't mean to take over your reading, but you know.
It's all right.
Sometimes Roseanne's got to get it out.
Yeah.
Or I'll die. I'll die.
Right.
Hello, Chloe.
All right. So.
Okay, so I've noticed we haven't had any new subscribers. We had one new subscriber. Guys, if you're new.
Well, then, you know.
No, we got some new. No, Chloe is new.
All right. Well, you know.
4chan's new. I mean, I think.
4chan.
Or whatever, 4K or.
4P?
4P.
They subscribed a while ago, man.
Oh, they did? Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't know.
yeah.
I don't know. I missed. I learned from women that would be over 100 years old. Love yourself, treat yourself, get out and live, and you deserve it. Yep, absolutely. That is the absolute truth. All right. Thank you, Chloe. All right, so now Jamie Long wanted a full card reading. Kristen, Carrie, you still on? Okay. Jamie, are you still on? And if you are wanting a card reading, okay, Bridget, good. If you are wanting a card reading and you want to get put on the list, because it does put you on the list, 3 cards is $10. If you just want to donate because you love us and you love what we're saying, then please hit the PayPal thing button. If 3 cards is 10, full card is 25.
All right. And so Jamie first, right? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, full card. Got to move the beads out of the way for the full cards.
Yeah. A sword and shield, man.
Sword and shield.
Yeah. All right.
We love you too, Ima. Thank you for the love donation. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for everybody tonight who has donated and has had a reading. We really, truly appreciate it. And like I said, you don't have to have a reading. If you want a private reading, you can book one with him. But if you do just want to donate out of the kindness of your heart, we will be eternally grateful. Interesting.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get them all out first.
Yeah, I like that. That's my job. I like to do that. That's how I do it.
Yeah. All right.
The cards tell a story, as I like to say. Oh, yes. Oh, interesting. Oh.
All right. Yeah, we're from the USA. All right, so Jamie. All right, so the first card that I got for you was the Sign from Above card, which, given the where you're at right now, okay, consider all of this. You had your Sign from Above earlier when your friend came through, right? That also correlates with the right above it, just so happens. And if you want, Roseanne, take a picture of the spread for it.
I will, and I'll
get
send
with
it to
us
you.
after. We'll send a picture of the card layout.
Yeah, if you go on our Facebook page and
After.
after,
Okay.
so I can send it to you.
The Heaven is Watching Over You card, which was proven earlier, right, is above the Sign from Above card. So those go hand in hand. Understand that everything that we're saying is coming from whatever. Coming from God, your angels, guides, whatever. Right? Whatever you want to... Whatever.
Well, in this case, her friend.
It's her friend. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Now, here's the thing. I know that, like, right now, when we were talking about being stagnant and not really moving, I told you that you're at a good age for that to be happening and the reasons why. Okay. But I feel like you're focused too much on the reward, which I touched on earlier too, if you'll remember, because I said don't chase money. The reward came out upside down, right?
Yeah.
Because you're too focused on what's going to make me the most money. And so everything is being blocked because you can easily chase the thing that's going to make you the most money, but you're never going to find it which is over here.
Right.
You found
a card
which
with
is
just
upside
upside down.
Which
Yeah.
is why you're in this constant loop of not knowing where to go. It's a state of confusion because you're not focusing on the thing that matters, which is you in and of yourself.
Yes, that's true, Jamie. Yeah, and we have So you do. I mean, heaven is watching over you. Can be all your loved ones and guides and God and everybody.
The fact that you're choosing to listen because Lord knows that now you and I have never spoken, right? Like, but what they're showing me is that just the fact that you're choosing to listen to what I'm saying is a huge win. It's a wise decision. Because no offense, you're kind of hard-headed. You're a free spirit, like to do things your way, right? This is what's being shown to me. And so, just the fact that you're actually open to hearing what's coming, wise decision going forward, and you're going to be good, okay? I know it feels like right now you have nothing. But I assure you that blessings of abundance are coming. And they will come and they're going to flow freely. All you've got to do is really examine yourself and figure out where you're going. It comes right back to that because you're at that crossroads. You're at a major pinnacle of crossroads right now. And here's the thing. The whole bottom section of this relates to what you have to go through in order to be in order to take the steps in the right direction, to break that stalemate, if you will. First thing you have to do is be brave enough to face who you truly are. Not who your mother says you are. Not who your friends say you are. Not even who you think you are, but who you truly are. And I feel confusion coming from you as I say that, so I'm going to say it again. You have to be brave enough to face who you truly are. Not who your mother says you are. Not who your friends say you are. Not even who you think you are. You have to get to the nitty-gritty of who you truly are. And that takes a lot of self-introspection. And it takes a certain amount of bravery to be able to accept whatever that destiny holds for you. Okay. The second thing that you've got to do besides that is you just have to believe. You have to believe in yourself, first and foremost. Because you have an underlying overall belief in God and the other side. It's not something that you wear on your sleeve, but you know that there's something else bigger than you. And for now, that's good enough. Okay? What we've got to do is take that same type of belief and put it into yourself. And not the phony ego that you show the outside world. The fake confidence, for lack of a better word, that you show the world. Because you hide your insecurities and your fears and your anxiety, because you perceive them as a weakness. Instead, when you're being brave enough to look inside yourself, you're going to analyze those weaknesses and actually realize that when you look at them from a certain light, that those are your strengths. You're perfect in your imperfections. Okay? And that is where your destiny lies. And the third thing that you're going to need to start doing is being more generous. And I'm usually it's in one or two facets, I'm seeing it in every aspect. Because what happens is, and it's not that you're selfish in a way that is malicious. Let me preface this. You're not selfish in a way that is malicious. But you don't even come across as selfish. Let me state that. But when I say you have to be generous, you have to be generous with your compliments, mainly of yourself, okay, and not in the phony way of boasting to try to make people perceive you in a certain way. You have to, because this all falls in line, right? So once you get comfortable with yourself and acknowledge yourself and you believe in yourself, you can begin to be generous with what you say about yourself. Once you're generous with what you say about yourself, you could begin to you'll start to see the beauty and the flaws of others, which will then allow you to be generous in spirit towards other people. You follow me? Those are the three things that you've got to work on in order to cross this threshold and go in the right direction. Those three things are not easy to do. Hell, if I gave somebody one of those things to do, it could be easily overwhelming. But you know what? You're getting all three because you're strong enough and you're up to the task to do it. And the easiest way, like I said earlier, unplug. Unplug for, 10 minutes minimum, 3 times a day. So I'll give you a baseline plan of attack to start helping with this, right? Because I don't want to just spit a bunch of words out at you and people are usually like, well, what am I supposed to do with that? I'm going to give you an action plan.
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, I want to know, Jamie, do you understand what he's saying?
I'm sorry.
Let's hold up, because I want to make sure, because, like, Bridget's horning in on her daughter's thing, which is never good when a mother horns in on a daughter's reading. No offense, Bridget, but I've seen this before, okay?
She understands.
Okay, you understand. Okay.
I wouldn't keep going if I didn't.
I know.
Understood.
But I'm curious about the generosity again, because it's like you said.
Really?
Yeah, you said you saw it in all facets. So, like...
Every facet.
So, is it like she's putting up a front? Like, she puts up a front and pretends to be something she's not? Therefore, she isn't being real.
No, because it's not that drastic.
Okay.
It's not that drastic. Putting on a front or putting on airs is a totally different feeling than what this is. This is a self-protection mechanism.
Right.
Because she's got a super soft heart.
Okay. See,
And
that's
so-
why I'm trying to get you to be more specific. So, because to me, that
Was it mumbo jumbo? What I was saying? Did it sound like mumbo jumbo?
No. It's just I just wanted to
Well, I wanna
understand
make
it
sure.
more
I
because
wanna
you
make
said you
sure.
saw it on several different facets, which was
Every
very
facet.
fascinating.
It's every facet. It's a false bravado. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not faking the funk. Like, she knows she's an attractive young lady. Knowing that and accepting that and being cool about it is one thing. It's another thing, like, she can tend to use it as like an energy spike to people is the only like an intimidation factor. She's kind of slick like that, so I was trying to be nice about the way I was. Well, she knows what I'm saying. Jamie, you understand what I'm saying, right? There are times when, if she can use that energy, that false bravado, as an attack mechanism. It's a very female thing to do, and I don't have words for it.
But can I say, okay, so, but when women do that,
It's because they're protecting an insecurity inside.
right?
I've said that.
Okay, well, Right.
She understands what I'm saying. I think
she's,
it means that
right,
you have to
she's-
find the belief in yourself. I mean, this all
Right.
makes sense, man.
Right. I know.
I know you're trying to get me to say it different ways. I think I said it as clearly as I could.
No, you're doing great. I'm just.
Okay.
I'm just.
All right, boss.
Don't call me boss. I hate that. Because the way you say boss, it sounds so. It's like a phony hillbilly sound, like or a boss. I don't
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
exactly how it
Yeah.
was meant.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting lashed.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Well, don't.
Do it again, Daddy.
Call me
Yeah.
captain or something. Don't say boss.
There's only one captain.
I know. But go
Oh,
back to
alright.
Jamie.
Anyway,
I know. But generosity. Okay, so yeah, the
generosity meaning that said.
But
you-
it ties very, very interesting cards. It's very interesting.
everybody
Now,
got all that.
Now, Jamie, are you asking yourself, how do I go about this? Yes, every day.
I was getting to that.
Sorry, boss.
See what I got to deal with? You see this?
There you go.
All right. So the action plan is relatively simple to get started. All right. When you wake up, take 10 minutes, pray. Fucking really? Come on, pay attention.
I just thought it. Okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
We're
Take 10
giving
minutes
real
in the
readings
morning.
over here, Connor. Come on.
Yeah. And he's got Link. So, much like Smash Brothers, Ness
Yeah.
KO's Link. Okay. So, take 10 minutes in the morning. Pray with thanks for another day. Okay? And just pray for whatever veil is clouding you to be lifted off of you. Just take 10 minutes before you grab your phone, before, because that's everybody's first go-to, right? And just take 10 minutes to be with yourself and God. At some point in the middle of the day or in the evening, again, find 10 minutes, unplug, and just get quiet, man. Let your mind unwind. And reflect. Reflect on your life up until the point. And then again at night before you go to bed. All right. So again, this all ties in with unplugging, because what I'm seeing is you have a lot of distractions. And this is why it's going to require being brave, because you start facing things that you may not necessarily want to face. And so when that happens, you immediately grab the phone or flip something on TV or do something else to distract from.
I feel like it's a man. A guy.
What?
Like a guy as a distraction.
Whatever it is. Okay?
No, we know. We know. I went over to their page. You should see it.
So, there you go. Start there. Just start there. Because the more you're unplugged and you start getting in tune with yourself, everything will start to kind of crystallize for you. It'll start to take shape, and you'll start to feel pulls in a certain area.
And Jamie, I'm going to add this in. If you're just starting out on your journey, okay, and I don't know how old you are, but obviously you're a young woman. So, here's the thing. When I see these cards, because they're very interesting cards, and it sounds like to me that you have this whole 24. You have this whole world ahead of you and like so many opportunities. But it's important for you to really figure out you, not what everybody else wants you to be, or you're just in this time of decision. It's in this journey is about self-discovery and understanding what experiences you've had that make you think this way, like why you behave that way, why you put up the front, or why you're not, you're wanting certain things in your life and it's not going that direction. You have to go back, like he said, what is it that you want? What is it that you have to have? And what is it that you need? Those are the 3 questions you have to constantly ask yourself, no matter what situation it is, what it's in. If it's a relationship, if it's friendship, if it's family situation, if it's work, or any kind of life decision. I always tell people to go back to those 3 questions, because it starts with that. And I know when I was 24, Jesus, I know when I was 24, I remember asking a friend who was going to see a psychic, hey, ask him when I'm going to meet my husband. And she told me, and she said September 11th. She said in the fall, September. Which we ended up meeting, in September, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that was many, many years later after several shitty relationships. But the thing is that you're in a prime position in your life right now to where you need to just do you. Focus on you. People, the young kids today, everything is at your fingertips. So if you're going to go on your journey, this is just one aspect of it. He's not saying that you got to do everything today, because this is daunting. I'm going to send you the cards, but just focus on one thing. And you might have to check in every once in a while and just get, it's kind of like going to the doctor, okay? It's like you got to go for a checkup. This isn't the end all be all. This is just the start. It's just kind of like opening up the gates.
It's a roadmap.
Yeah.
It's the start of a
It's
roadmap.
like or I always like to. It's like a spiritual adjustment, and like going to a chiropractor.
Mm-hmm.
You get out of whack and you got to get cracked, and this is how it is.
The thing is, man, it just kind of tells you stuff you already know, but you've been kind of.
Yeah, but it gives you a little bit more insight, and it's not coming from family, like I always say. Or, we need to hear reassurance and things from other people. Because trust me, I tell him things, and then he has other people who have Holy Spirit gifts, and they tell him things. And, now it's finally got some, but, rest assured, he still don't do them anyway, so it don't matter.
When this turn into me?
No, I'm just saying, it's always a constant journey.
Yeah.
It's a constant journey. So, be brave. Be brave. That's the most important thing. And I sent I got the
You got a picture of
Yeah,
it?
I got him.
Cool.
Thank you for allowing Justin to read you.
Yeah.
Now, Carrie will be our last one for the night.
Does that all make sense, Jamie?
We are all actors, and we perform in different ways for different audiences. If you're an actor, I think that...
I'm not much of an actor, unfortunately.
I think, here's the thing. I think there comes a point in my 20s, I was that type of person. Like, for instance, I always say this to you, right?
What?
Like, knowing how, my family was growing up in my situation, those girls that go on The Bachelor?
Yeah.
I would never.
I don't understand. Dude, I would understand
never.
That, the guys that go and compete for one chick.
No, forget that, okay? But I
I'm
would never.
thinking on a different level.
No, I always look at it from the perspective of forget about like beauty and looks and stuff like that, okay? It's like if I got to the part of the hometown date, I'd be like, yeah, my family's dead. Like, I mean, I wouldn't even want to bring him home because it would be a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think when I watch a show and I think of my 20-something-year-old self, back then I would think I was never worthy of somebody, you know, who had money and class and was sophisticated and, you know, because I just never viewed myself like that. What? I mean, it's true, you know? But then...
You still don't have a guy that's got money, class, or sophistication.
Yeah.
What do you mean, not yet?
I meant the money part. You have class, and you have sophistication, and you have integrity.
I need a monocle.
You do. You do. You need a monocle. Next time, you're coming on with a top hat and a monocle.
That's right. Mr. Peanut.
And then maybe immortal law, you know, maybe...
I got something for immortal law. Mr. Peanut.
Immortal
So
law.
silly.
He called somebody a "see you next Tuesday" over on his page.
Well, you know.
No.
Were they though? Were they being one? I've been known to let that fly once.
Well,
or twice.
he's telling people to go and crush it.
Well,
He's only got 8 viewers.
Well,
It's a troll. It's a troll live. I know because Natasha was trolling him, and I'm messaging her right now, and she's like,
"Rock on, Natasha."
she was like, "Go brush your teeth, dude."
Damn.
You got a big
Dude,
nose.
his nose. Oh, I know his nose was bulbous. Like, hey, lay off the booze. Hey, it doesn't take a psychic to tell you that.
My God, you guys.
What?
Oh, you guys are fish.
Come on now, I am a troll. You know that. I played WoW, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
She's a strong-willed one. I see great things for her. Thank you, guys. Every card was spot on. I finally got her to watch. Well, thank you, Jamie.
Yeah, thank you.
And, you know, don't be a stranger. I mean, you know, it's okay to talk and to get advice. You know, you get people... I love those, you know, every once in a while check-in girls. Oh, my life's in the shitter. I can't deal with my life. Oh, my God. I'm at wit's end. I need a card reading. Okay. And they're on for a couple more weeks, and then they're gone. Because, everything was peachy keen. Peachy keen. Have to go. This was interesting. We'll definitely come back until next reading night or morning. Thanks, Justin, for answering questions. Hopeful.
Yeah, hey, just, you know, whoever you want to come through for you, make sure that this is for everybody, make sure you pray to them, talk to them, let them know that it's okay to come to me, come talk to me when I'm doing lives. And you'd be surprised how much that really helps, honestly. After years of doing this, you'd be surprised. All right, so who's next?
Kristen Carey.
Kristen Carey. Kristen Carey, you here? And thanks for coming out, 4P. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
See, people, 4P liked you. They didn't like me.
That's why. What are you talking about? I was answering the questions. That's all.
I know.
It's
That's it.
3, right? Okay. What are we doing? Full 3?
Was it 3? I don't remember. I think it was. Kristen, was it 3? Hold on. I forgot. Is it? I didn't write it down. I forgot. Is it a 3-card pull?
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And now, Kristen, was there a specific area that you wanted to focus on? The reason I ask is that, like, right off the bat, before I even flip anything, is like I don't know if you're looking to change jobs or there's some sort of insecurity about income, but I got like that transition phase kind of feel. You know what I mean? But we will see.
You definitely need makeup.
Yeah, I know. Well,
No, there isn't.
okay. Cool. Okay. All right, so Kristen, I mean, first card that I get for you is the optimism card. All right, and that sense of that feeling of like needing to find a new job that came through beforehand. It was like a feeling of not desperation, but wanting to improve and needing to make something happen. But it feels like nothing is moving, nothing's happening. So I feel like you're typically an optimistic person. Okay. But circumstances here lately, not even lately, more like the past year and a half or so, have really been like grinding you down. And I feel like that optimism is waning. This is what this is showing me. And it's important to know that you've got forces on the other side moving for you. All right? Even though you don't see what's happening. Yeah, I see the parallel. Even though you don't see what's happening, things are moving in your favor. And then I get the Mother card, which is upside down. And I'm having a hard time with that one right now.
I hate the Mother card. It always drives me nuts.
No, it's usually pretty clear cut for me. But this feels like it's a variety of things.
Now, what did you say about this and this?
The optimism, she's typically an optimist. Yeah, typically an optimistic person. And that over the last year and a half or so, she's been getting like grinding, that's been ground down, like going through a rough patch. Okay. And this is a reminder to keep the optimism up, letting her know that there are things happening behind the scenes. I see a parallel with me. Go check that. And then the Mother card that comes out upside down. This feels... I feel like there's a disconnect. That there's a maternal instinct disconnect somewhere. And it's weird because I can't peg if...
She's passed, maybe?
No, it's nothing like that. It's just acknowledging something deep that is is hidden. And so, but I don't know if what relationship to this is referring to. So whether you have kids and there's a disconnect between you and your kids, or there was a disconnect between you and your mother, or just the fact that there's a feeling of like a disconnect between you and the instinct, I can't place it. It's so broad. Okay, but what I'm seeing is like me with my mother, but I don't understand. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough one.
Does that make sense,
Does
Kristen?
any
of that make sense to you?
Because I know I feel like I'm all over the place, but it's because I'm trying to narrow this one down, but it's so deep seated that I'm having a hard time with it.
Well, it's upside down. So,
To me, it feels like there's a maternal disconnect.
uh-huh.
It's the only way that I could put it.
And you feel like because she's so run down with guilt.
Could be.
Yeah. By and by. Ambika, questions for you are $30. If you want a question, it's a $30 question. So you can PayPal us and we will answer your question. How P feels about you.
Is that one on the page?
Mm-hmm.
Whack.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Right.
So, all right.
And but see, because I got mommy guilt. That's what I got. Guilt over it. I just said it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why, and you
And
can't relate to the mommy guilt.
No,
That's
I can't.
why.
That's one of the bad things about being a man. But I got the disconnect from the mother. That's what that parallel was.
Right.
That explains why it was multifaceted.
Mm.
But what I can tell you from this is that things are turning around. Things are turning around for you. Okay? Even though it doesn't feel like it is. Jesus Christ. It's like I'm reading myself. There are things happening behind the scenes on the other side. A breakthrough is coming. All right? So just hold your head up. All right? If I had to, things will begin to turn around by the end of the year for you. I don't make predictions. I only give the feelings that I get. You know what I mean? So that's yeah, that's all I got.
I mean, look, it's important for you to know. It's hard when you have. Okay, let me do this. Okay,
Yeah.
you lose She's got 2 children with special needs, and you do feel guilt over it. And as a mother with a special needs child who's up way too late, mommy guilt.
Summertime.
Yeah, it's summertime, but mommy guilt never goes away. It just doesn't. And telling somebody, that's why he can't place mommy guilt, because they're like immune to it,
mommy.
Right, but men just don't, it's not in them, like to understand that. And as a mother of a special needs child, I went through a range of emotions of like, did I do this? Did I do that? It's you beat yourself up constantly. And when you don't have a mother, Bingo, right, Dana, exactly. And when you have a mother, and when you have a mother who's living, but you're disconnected from her, like mine's dead, but even when she was living, I was disconnected from her. I never had like a maternal bond with her. So it's like, it's just like, it's an emptiness that's just, you're lost, it's, you question things, and some people, it's easy for them to put that to bed and not deal with it. And, it is what it is with, with my mom, and there are lots of other people who are who think that way too. They don't dwell on it. I know some people are like, oh, my mom, and I can't, get over it. It's like, it is what it is, it's sad. It's, but the fact of the matter is that, but if your mother is, and my mother's dead, so it doesn't matter, but if your mother's still living, and if there are trials and tribulations that you have with her that you aren't able to get over because maybe, you don't want her, you have differences of opinion, sometimes it's really taxing on a woman to try to, you can't change how people think, and you can't, no matter what, if they're insulting you or the way you do things, man, that's like the last thing you need when you're a mother. Because, and take the special needs out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the last thing. Because as a mother, I think all of us feel like this. Like, at some point, no mother ever wants to feel judged. Like, that is, it's a very, very deep, like, cut. And I'll cut you for saying something like that. That's how much it upsets me. Because, I think some of us who don't have good mother relationships, we go overboard with our children. Right, Chrissy? That's sad. And so it sucks with the optimism, because if you're feeling drained again, and 2-year-old twins with special needs, and you feel guilt over it, I don't know what kind of special needs they have, but here's my advice to you, and this is really important advice, and I'm going to tell you this. Don't let that guilt put such a shadow over this time with your children.
Oh, that's good.
Because what it does is
it'll rob you of your joy.
It robs you of your joy, because it did that to me. And it bothers me on a very deep level, because it's gone like that in a minute. And there are days where it's so damn hard. And like, I get, you can get, your patience runs thin. I mean, you just run thin, and your optimism runs thin. And at 2 years old, like I said, I don't know what their special needs are, but let me tell you, this is the choice you have to make right now. Optimism as a mother is so important, but when you have a special needs child, it's extremely important, because you will compare your child to other children who are normal, and you will go through all the different things, all the different feelings of, like, anger, resentment towards, like, remember, I would get like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's
the gamut.
You run that gamut.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're not present. And it's like, nowadays, and especially if you're in social media, makes it 10 times worse, because we all go in social media groups that are with
the sisterhood.
Yeah, I'm not done talking.
Sorry.
Like, it's important for you to know that, like with social media groups, if you're in groups with parents with other kids that are like yours, let me tell you this: there is no child that is ever the same. You may have the same kind of special needs, but they are all different. And you never know what God has in store for your children. But one thing I do know is that you have no guilt to feel. You should feel no guilt over it. Because like the doctor told us, when I asked him, why did this happen? His what was the acronym he used?
OGK.
OGK. Only God knows.
Yeah.
Comparison steals your joy. And let me tell you something about these groups, these social media groups that with the parents, they become so wrapped up in their child's, like, you know, special needs. And again, I don't know, like mine has cerebral palsy, hemiplegia, and he had a stroke in utero. So, you know, I ran through that whole thing. Well, you know, I never went back for my second, you know, diabetes, like, you know, test, you know, and, you know, I maybe, you know, like you think of all these things, you know. But I would actually see moms in these groups, they were just so damn negative about their child, you know, like they wrote their child like, oh, this is my child and this is all that like everything disorder that they had. And instead of looking at them as just who they are, they look at them as their labels. And are they going to come? Are you going to have obstacles? Yeah, you're going to have obstacles, many obstacles, but just do not. Because let me tell you something, you can have a normal child, but nowadays, these parents, if your child isn't writing a damn, you know, PhD dissertation by the age of 3, oh, well, then you're up shit's creek. I mean, forget about it, right? I mean, you're just doomed, you know. And those mothers, like, you'll have a mother who will say, does anybody have a child? You know, my child isn't doing this. Rachel and I talk about this. And you know, they're not doing this, blah, 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 blah. And they'll say, oh, no, my child doesn't do that. They can do da-da-da-da. Well, that's not the question they asked. Okay, so they have hypotonia. So they don't have, their muscles are, like, kind of lax, right? Relaxed. And they've missed all their milestones. One of the twins is regressing and the doctors are concerned and running invasive tests. So, hypotonia, right? That's what I'm thinking is like the muscles are not strong. Like they're not. Yeah. Okay. See, because Giovanni has spasticity, so he has spasticity in the left, the opposite, right? Mm-hmm. So have they done like an MRI on the twins? Hi, Susan. And let me tell you about the milestones, honey. I'm telling you this because this is my truth. I have like we live this. Okay? And first of all, go with your gut. Always go with your gut. Your mommy instincts are number one. Do not let anybody tell you anything different. Stick to your guns on something. Okay. Then, second of all, if you're not getting the answers that you need, if a doctor is dismissing what you're saying, then you go find another doctor. And at this point, your children would actually benefit more to going. I don't know where you live. Yes, I am both waiting to do sleep studies, swallow study, and muscle biopsy. Okay, so. Have you thought about going to Shriners? Because Shriners, you know, I mean, maybe genetic testing.
Is she in the States?
Are you in the United States?
I don't know what Shriners is.
Oh, yeah. I don't know where you are. I'm sorry, honey. I don't know. I want to say, I thought maybe she was in Australia. Keeping Up with the Joneses, but with kids. Exactly right, Natasha. Oh, you're in Oklahoma. Oh, Jesus. You're in Oklahoma, Kristen?
So are we.
So are we. What part of Oklahoma? Because I can tell you
Karen,
right
I know her
now.
last name.
You're in Broken Arrow? We're in Broken Arrow. Kristen, I can tell you right now, like, Oklahoma has the shittiest doctors, okay? That I can tell you. I mean, we have a great neurologist, Dana. She actually she goes to our neurologist. But here's the thing about our neurologist that we have. She doesn't give out, like, lots of information. Like, with Giovanni, she was just like, yeah, you had a stroke. You know, like, yeah, they don't. And here's the thing. I think it might be time, if you're not getting the answers you need, like, has anybody done genetic testing or anything like that? And here's another thing. They're going to push that freaking, what's that shit that they were trying to push on us?
I don't know if that's...
Up until 2 years old, the Sooner Start, like, where they do the therapy.
But
that
I don't know if
crap
that's a
doesn't
thing
work
anymore. I don't know if that...
I don't know.
There was so many cuts to the program.
Our PD is talking about sending us up to Boston. Really? Who's your pediatrician?
That might be one for, like, private.
Yeah, I know. We
like
can
the
talk about
private.
this privately, but I didn't realize, that you were here in,
Let's not violate any HIPAA.
True, absolutely. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Yeah. But look, bottom line of that is that you need to surround yourself with moms who understand. Friend me on Facebook. Look. Yes. It's garbage. They tried to get me to get Gio to send him to Broken Arrow, like, to this, like, special needs, like, Head Start group. And I was like, nope. Yeah. We did private therapy too. And we stopped it because you know why? It wasn't doing anything. Because until your child decides to catch up, their brain's got to catch up. It's like their central nervous system has to catch up.
Yeah, man.
And so there was nothing on the okay, we can talk about this privately. We can talk about this privately if you want. But here's the thing. What I want you to know is that, look, friend me on Facebook. You need a support group. You need somebody you need to be around moms who understand what you're going through. Because it's freaking hard. Okay? And it's not easy. And that guilt, mommy guilt is one thing. Okay? But then when you have special needs kids and you're going through that whole... Dana knows. Dana's had a battle with the doctors with Amber. When you're going through that process of just trying to get diagnosis for your child, it drives you crazy.
Friend her on Facebook.
And we'll talk.
Yeah, and then, get her in the sisterhood. This ain't the place.
Yeah, I don't want to
This ain't the place for her.
Yeah, obviously.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. But thank you, Kristen. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly. And and the thing is, yeah, it is tiring for sure. It keeps you up at night. It does. And Dana, she's another one. She's a mama bear. Like,
but yeah, look,
fighting for your child.
I think you have just found a group of women that legitimately support each other. All right. Because she has her own thing, and everybody on here, you found a great group of folks that you can lean on, and a lot of us know from firsthand experience how difficult it is. So definitely hit her up on Facebook, and
Yeah, and Dominic linked Sisterhood of the Traveling Mount. That's my private group, and you might be in it. Yeah. I'm not for sure. I forget,
Yeah, so there you go.
But we're all damaged in some way, but that's what makes us flawed, damaged, whatever.
You are perfect
but
in your imperfections.
Right. And, Christy, that's right. See? She has CP. And Christy made me cry last time because that's why I was like, she had CP, and I was like, see, it just shows you that anything is possible. life can always be. Everything is right now is just up in the air, and it makes you crazy, and that sucks. And it really, really sucks.
It's tough doing it alone too, man. And trust me, even being married,
I didn't think
tough.
she said she was alone.
What I'm saying is, a man's gonna go through it one way, and the wife is gonna go through it a totally different way.
Yeah, because I had a girl ask me that
Okay.
on one of my groups. She asked me how you
And
were dealing.
We
with
may
it.
not show
Right.
it, and it could cause friction. But trust me, men are dealing with it. They just deal with it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway,
Yeah, but definitely, yeah.
it's easy whether you got people around you or not to feel alone in it. You know what I mean?
What you trying to say, Albert?
That's what I was saying, Dominic.
He's not from that group. I'm not sure who he is. He was on last time.
What's Jacobine?
I don't know. I don't care. I'm done. It's late.
Okay.
You gotta go.
So we are off for the night. If you haven't already subscribed to us, please do. We do appreciate everyone who has come out tonight, who's donated, who got a reading. I hope that you got something from it. I hope it touched your heart. And if you haven't already, please definitely... Now, I don't know what the fuck it is, Albert. All I can imagine is
Okay,
that you're some sort of
goodbye.
pedo. Okay? So, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Punk ass, bitch ass motherfuckers. It's funny, man. It's funny, the keyboard warriors, man. You know what I mean?
It's okay, look.
Look,
But don't come on here and piss all over the light. Okay?
300 seconds.
It just does it automatically. I hit
No,
him,
it
though.
doesn't. It doesn't do it.
I pressed all the buttons. I hit him. It did.
It's time to go.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So you guys have a great week, and we'll catch you next week.
Yeah. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.